It's up, everyone. This is Captain Eon speaking, and I'd like to share from chapter 1, verses 5 to 11, as well as chapter 12, verse 13. So really, chapter 1, verses 5 to 13, all around the idea of the vision awaits. Part of meeting the walking humbly requirement, and for more on that, you can refer to Daily Doses 257 about the 3 requirements. But again, part of meeting the walk humbly requirement, for me, requires a constant reevaluation of how I view myself. For the more that I seek the Lord, is the more that I discover about myself, which in so many ways, on so many different levels, is so very humbling. But in the scope of really all of this discovery, I keep running into the same questions over and over again. Things like, what do you want from me, Lord? Where am I supposed to go? What am I supposed to do? Etc., etc., etc. And here today, God, first and foremost, He informs me that the answers I seek, He's giving me. He's given. He doesn't hold anything back from me, is what He's telling me. Just like, no different than with Moses, and all along we can see God, who never changes, with the same pattern. Always sharing and giving. He says He delights in that. But the problem is that because His ways are so high and He's so great and I'm so finite, I am unable to understand everything about Him. It is unbelievable. Not for lack of trying, but it's that I just can't fathom such a thing. I use the example of September 11th. I can speak personally, I've heard the same sentiment shared, that before that moment, I could not fathom such a thing from happening. It goes back to the whole seeing is believing thing. That's what God is saying to me. All these questions, I believe they're built in to this journey to keep me searching, to keep me seeking, to keep me knocking. Which, of course, He so graciously allows me open doors and allows me to find new and wonderful mercies every day. But ultimately, I cannot fathom the big picture, the overall scope of the vision of glory that he has in store. So again, it takes me back to this place of walking by faith. It's not about what I can see and understand, but it's about this renewed hope. But of course, God never leaves me hanging. So I'm left today with some constant reassurances. For one, that he has ordained everything. The good, the bad, the ugly, the indifferent. It is all these different characters and scenes and episodes that contribute to the overall vision that he has. And that this vision, it's not that, and the last thing I wanted to really share is how my perspective changed even in putting together these very early ideas. It is my perspective on time. It's recorded as an increase, the year 2023 from the year 2022, so on and so forth, to the end of time. But today, with God talking about how he established his vision for things in the beginning, and that everything is really leading up to it, I translate that as to be, while we're counting up the days, it's really a countdown to the ultimate revelation, where the vision, the full picture, how everything works together for good, for the called, for the chosen to be partakers with him in eternity. And so just like the vision, I'm reminded to wait. Caption this. The end of time is the scheduled reveal date on the big picture. Sir.